So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy or indeed anywhere. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
The action has already started. Great chance!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's had it taken off him, and it's Dembele. Oh, perfectly measured that. Here, and the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Barella. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. And it's Dembele. Big header! And the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Mbappe. That's an errant pass. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Camavinga. Conte. And Koundé. Chouameni. Koundé. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bratesi. Camavinga. Distributed tidily. Mbappe. And they've got rid. And he's had it nicked away. He's chosen to go back. Shot at goal! And he can clear it away. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Mbappe! That's another chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
France really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
It's Dembele. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Bratesi just eases him off the ball. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Dembele. Cleared without hesitation. Chance! Conte, out to the right. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele's terrific header. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Italy clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
That's a shade optimistic. Chouameni. And it's Conte. And here's Dembele. And here's Kante.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Barella. And here's Mbappe. And here's Barcola. Oh, it's Dembele. And the shot! Well, now, oh, he's been caught napping. He rises! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
Donnarumma clears. Stood up well to him there. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Mbappe controlled that with such ease and really ought to have followed it up with a goal.
Frattesi. Cambiasso. He's found a way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Conte. And Koundé. And it's Dembele. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
France merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
France head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. France carrying a one-goal lead.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tonali wins the duel this time. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Chouameni, Koundé, Bastoni makes the interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hernandez. Here's Barcola. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pinches it off him. Cambiasso. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
And here's Mbappe. That's very neat. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Tonali. And they can counter here. Now it's Barella, played out to the right. Cambiasso, he's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
They get a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Tonali, always onto this. Oh, he's bustling through here. Rettini! They've done it! Italy are back in business. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bastoni. Now Tonali. Barella.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
DiMarco. And he was alert to it. Throwing. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Italy showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources.
Barella! Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Italy go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
France are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
It's a really well-measured ball. DiMarco. Now Tonali. Rettini. Tonali.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Italy can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Chouameni. Di Lorenzo. Barella. Tonali, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Dembele. Conte. And here's Mbappe.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
Bastoni.
minuti di recupero.
Now DiMarco. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Konate with the foul. It's a sweet ball that. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is that. France did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, exhibition match sounds like...
Now the finish! Oh, he did the hard part right, but not the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs...
And the keeper's given it away. Trossard. Conte. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. This time, surely! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball strike.
Bakula! Trossard. Saliba gets a foot in here. Camavinga laid out to the left flank. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Castagna. And it's Lukaku. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's going for goal! And he's gone looking for safety. Castagna. That's the throw. And he's been shifted off it. Dembele. Conte. Conte! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Oh, super find. Here. Mbappe! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's Lukaku. Koundé calmly anticipates. Lukaku. Camavinga getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Lukaku. Oh, perfectly measured that. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Dembele. Can he latch on to this? Teat cuts out the pass. And that's a throw. Oh, it's Kante.
Look, movement creates more options.
Climbs up big! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
There will be a throw-in. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. And he's quick to get it clear again. And now they can spring out of defence. And now they can clear their lines. Openda. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Here's Onana. Castagna. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Dembele. That is a great pick out. Conte. And here's Mbappe. And that has sent him sprawling.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And the first half is done. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Everyone, please welcome
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. France head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. Camavinga! He's got away with one there. This is their second corner of the game. He's got two. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Belgium are looking to go forward now. And here's Dembele. Now then, the ball's come loose. Could be danger here. Trossard. And they've got rid. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
And he was quick to react. And here's Lukaku. Back into the middle. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Belgium are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Dembele. Conte. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
No, the less said about that pass, the better. Conte. Koundé. It's a promising position, and it's Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted. Defending was strong and firm. De Bast kept his eye on it, and he's there. Teat. Now Trossard. Camavinga. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Onana. And here's Mbappe. It's Dembele! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion. France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Onana. And the ball's come loose here. And here's Trossard. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. France still ahead by the game's only goal. Now it's Mbappe. Lukaku. That's good vision. And it's oh, Penda! Oh, that could cost them.
Openda is looking pretty upset with himself. It should have been a leveler.
Substitution in progress.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Onana. France moments now away from seeing this one out. Trossard. De Ketelada. He's had it taken off him.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Onana aims beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's in! Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped.
This is a
Takes me back.
Children's announcement. With the
That's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Great hit! watch him see making a difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job.
And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And we have our very first corner. Waneri with the short one. It's a sharp pass. And now they can spring out of defence. White does well to get it back. And here's Trossard. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Trossard. So what can they make of this? So we're still where we started right now. Jorginho. Waneri. And the shots! Danger averted for now. Arsenal take the lead. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. And he cuts out the supply. That'll be a throw. Jorginho. For Merino. Lewis Skelly. And here's Sterling. Merino.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Done delicately. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And here's Trossard. And Sterling! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Shapes to shoot! Flecken catches it safely. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rice with a definite foul there. That is as far as they're going to go. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Trossard. There's the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
And the lead is extended still further.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
A case now of complete control. Oh, he's through the middle. Shot a goal!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rice. And Lewis Skelly short changes him with that pass. Merino. Trossard. Sterling. Oh, great! Oh, shooting chance!
And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And there was his third, and boy... And the first half is done. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Arsenal utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Sterling gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Jorginho. Merino. Trossard.
That's just playing it safe and simple. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous.
That was lovely, that.
Ball has bounced loose now. Throw in. Sterling. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
The attendance for this match was
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
60,332.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now, who's going to be... Has another go! Great chance! Flecken claims it.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Merino.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
White. Ranieri. Jorginho. Mikel Merino, who has set up 2 goals.
This is the time you need that pace.
Merino. And here's Trossard, and he's in on goal. Merino! No, it's wide.
Arsenal just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Pinches it off him. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Merino. Lewis Skelly. And it's Sterling. For Merino. Rice. Now White. Merino. And here's Trossard. And here's Trossard.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Raya will lay claim to that. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Could be danger here. Chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Sterling. Hits one! Oh, denied at the last. It's their second corner of the game. He's got the shot away! It's a loose ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He gets big! And he's hit it too high. And he's managed to get free. Back into them. He's had a hit! Oh, it's taken a deflection. I was just lacking in accuracy. Just eases him off the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And Sterling. Up Kivior. Saliba. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Trossard collecting the match ball and